Hello guys, and welcome to our next video. Today what we are going to do is we have our fresh installation of Laravel. Also we have backpack for our admin area, but what we need to do is just integrate a new template for the not authenticated users. So the first thing that we need to do is actually pick a template that we could use. In this case, I'm going to use one site that's called onepagewaf.com, and in there you could browse by free templates. So I have already picked one. So you go to templates, then you choose free templates, and in the free templates, you could see different options, and I have already picked one, which is this one. If you go to demo page, you see how it looks like. What we need about this template is actually being able to uh, have the header. Yes, we do have the header in here. It's really good commented, so it's really easy to have the header end, header start, features, etc. And we could use the same for the footer. So it's really easy for us to actually use the template. We are also going to follow an article from almost 2 years ago, but it will be still the same. So once we download the template, by the way, this template is free. I intentionally picked a free one because I need it for the sake of this video. You could see we have only an HTML file and we have our assets folder with all the images, the CSS, the fonts, and the JavaScript. So how we are going to adjust that? Well, the first thing is we need to add the template in Laravel. So I'm going to open my resources folder and then go to views, and in the resources views I will create a new folder. So this is resources views, and I'm adding a new folder that's called layouts. In the layouts I will add app.blade.php, and this will be the home file that will hold the actual template. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I will generate a, uh, let me go to terminal here, and I will say, hey, PHP artisan, please make a controller, and I want this file to be index controller. Why we are using this? Because it will create the controller for us. The controller is inside app HTTP controllers, index controller. You could see that is just an empty controller, but we will add one method, this index method. I'll just copy paste it. The index method, how it works. It adds some title, some text, and some image URL that's referencing the assets. Why I'm doing that? Because you could have such cases. So probably this is an image. Let's investigate and confirm that this is an image. Yes, it is. So I'll use this, and we will be able to pass this to the home page, or we could use even this one. This one looks better. So this is assets image about. So the image URL will be this one. Then we have the title, which is this one here. And then we need the text. Let me remove the white space. And now we need the extra text. Is it with paragraph? Let's see. In here it's button flex. Is it button flex? No, it's paragraph, but I will just edit this HTML and copy the entire text. And then we will paste it in the controller. Why I'm doing that? Because we needed an example where we could actually have some plain text, then we could have some markup in it, and then reference to a file. So we have actually all the cases that you might see. Then the next thing you need to do is actually register your controller. Where you register your controller, you should do that in your roots web folder file, sorry. So in here, what I'm doing is I'm saying, please use my index controller. And then when you try to open the slash, so the homepage of the site, render the root. So now if I click refresh, I will get an error that I'm missing the index file. So I'm missing the view. This means it's looking for a views folder, then it should have index folder, and then there should be index.blade.php. And in here, if I say index like this, it will display it. So now we have created the correct file. So we'll have to adjust the template. How we are going to adjust the template? One of the easiest way to do that is open the HTML file in your editor and simply copy it and paste it in your layouts update PHP. Then you need to focus on the different parts. So you could see that we have pre-folders, we have header. We'll leave the header. Then we have the header section start. How do I know the template? Well, I don't know the actual show template, but I'm checking the uh, code. So in here, if you select it and see, so we have header end, header start, and then it's the hero section. If you delete the hero section, then you have the other part. So we don't need this feature section as well. We are going to leave only the about section and remove everything else. So going one step back, we have the header section, then we have the features, we have the about section, about to section, then we have feature, subscribe section, and the footer. So I'm going to leave obviously the footer and the header, but I will remove the rest. I will leave only the about section and remove the header one. So this means we have the menu on the top, this one. We have the footer, and we are trying to keep the part where we have the image, the title, and the text. And this is also referenced in here. It says when you have the section that you want to keep, just use yield. Why do you use yield? Let me show you. First, I will extend the about section and copy the content of it, this whole thing. And I will paste it in our index blade. And I will fix the indent. Should be like this. And this is now better. And inside the app blade, we are going to use the yield because in here we have like the bone structure. You could split it into more items as well, but we don't need it. It's obvious enough that we have pre-folder, then we have header, and we have the footer. If you wish, you could split them. But the most important thing is in the about section where we're saying in here we're going to show the content and how this look like. We need to uh, update the actual index. So now if I simply click refresh, you will see the markup, but you won't see the design. And that is expected because we are not using these things like extend. So if you use extend in here, you are saying, I'm going to extend the layouts up. This means please load the view file, which is located in your resources, then views, then layouts.app. So it's update PHP. If I click now refresh, it will have more markup. Yes, it is missing all the CSS file and the images because it's normal. We don't have them. So one of the easiest way to import them is simply copy the assets folder and paste it inside your public folder here. So just paste the folder, and now if I click refresh, we have a template. So I do have the menu. It's a bit broken, so it means that it's searching for some kind of image and it's probably missing some of the markup. Let's see, do we have errors? Yes, inside the main.js, there's some reference for on scroll events and it's searching for some items. So let's return the hero image just in case. So in here, we are keeping the header section and also we want to include the hero section. I will include the hero section inside the update. So after the header here, I will paste the hero section and click refresh. Now we should have the hero section. And by having this, okay, it's not updated. Why it's not updated? It says hero section, and this is inside tablet PHP. Do we see it here? Let's debug it together with you. So if I click inspect and search, I do see the hero section. So this is the actual hero section. And then we have the other thing above it. So I think we don't need the hero section. I'll remove it. So removing the hero section. Let's see what's the error. We have an image and then this is broken. What is causing the issue? The issue is caused by main.js. Inside the main.js, there is an on-scroll event, section menu active. So it says if you are on a section menu, this should be done. So let's open this file. It's inside your assets folder. So it's inside public, assets, JS, main.js. Yes, you could include this, by the way, using Laravel items, but for this case, it's okay to be left. Okay. We still have the error. It's in here. It says on scroll event. And this is where invoked. Yes, it's invoked here. So this is making a sticky. And then this is attaching an event. We don't need this event. And this is sticky. But we could remove it as well. So let's see, what do we have? We have the sticky code. Then we have the menu scroll, the menu active. So I'm going to completely remove this part and refresh. So in here, we do see the menu, but it's a bit hidden. Why it's hidden? Let's see. Okay. And it says this image is where. Oh, it has three images. Why it has three images? We don't need three images. It's inside this. I will leave only one. We don't need the three of them. And now it looks better, but the actual menu is a bit broken. So in here we have the container and then we have this row. And we are searching for the actual menu. Where is the actual menu? It's in here. And this is where, this is the navbar. And then this is a part of the about section. So the about section is empty and then it's loading here. The reason for that is simple. It's because we didn't finish the actual usage of the templates. So in order for you to use the templates correctly, you need to use this definition, which says, please extend the layouts. This is the section of content, and this is where this section ends. By doing that, the markup will be correct, because now what happens is if you check the code, you will see that we have the about section, but the actual HTML is mixed. If I click refresh now, we will have our menu, and everything is displayed in the correct place. So this means I could even return the JavaScript I deleted. And yes, we have the sticky header. We have the sticky header, and here it's a bit broken. I think this is due to the fact that it's missing the hero here. So if I go to update and return the hero section and refresh it, now it looks okay. So we have the hero section, and then we have our text. So if I click refresh, we have it, and then we have the sticky one. Why do we have this? Because of the design, they made it in a way that you always have the hero section. And we wanted to have only this part here. You could adjust it. I'm not going to do that because you should check the CSS styles and etc. But for our case, I believe it's okay to be left like this. And what we want to focus is adjusting this text here. So how do we adjust that? We need to replace it by using this syntax. So in index blade PHP, where you have title, you replace it. And then when you have extra text, you could do it by using the following syntax. So the first syntax is actually escaping. The second syntax is not escaping. What does it mean? It will look the same for you, but I will show you in a second that it's not the same. And you could do that with the image URL as well, even inside HTML attributes. So if I go here and replace it, now it will look the same. It looks the same. But if you open your index controller, you could say, welcome to my home page. And instead of orem ipsum, you could say this is coming as a text from the controller. And if I refresh it, you will see that this is updated. And you could do the same by updating the menu and the other items. But this means now that items are worded correctly. Also, you could see we don't have any errors at all. And we quickly added a one-page template. What we did was we copied the assets. Yes, you could use Laravel to load the assets from different place, or you could leave it like this. I remind you that this is only for purposes, for teaching purposes. So this is not the production ready, but it's enough for my students to know that the assets are tried to be loaded by the public folder. That's why also I'm not making any adjustments here because the assets folder is already existing. If you want to use assets in Laravel, you should check how you could compile them or what you're going to choose to load them. I'm not going to cover this because it's not relevant for this course. What I need you to remember is that you could have your controller, then you could have the view for your controller using the folder name, then the method name, and also that you could pass different data to the view. And inside the view, you could read the data using this syntax, or you could unescape the data using this. Why you could use unescape data if you, for some reason, save HTML. In this case, we have the HTML here. And uh, just to show you what's the difference, if I replace this syntax with the one above, so say this is the text, what will happen here is it will render the HTML as a plain text because it's escaped, and this is not working for us. That's why I'm doing it with a different syntaxes. So that's it, and thank you for watching.